Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to review the Xencelabs Pen Tablet Medium, and this is a review unit from the company. This review is going to be detailed and hence quite long, so if you want to save time you can actually check out the text review that I have already written on my blog. The link to the text review will be in the video description below. This is a wireless drawing tablet with no display. It's priced at US $279. That pricing suggests to me that this product is competing with the Wacom's Intuos Pro drawing tablet, which is about $100 more expensive. Now this is the only drawing tablet that Xencelabs is currently selling. So the company's first product is this premium drawing tablet, which looks really nice. It's targeted at creative professionals. It's a bit pricey though, but hopefully at the end of this video you can decide for yourself whether or not this is worth your money. The unboxing experience is quite good, but I'm not showing you because in case you get the tablet, I want you to experience the satisfaction of unboxing the items the first time yourself. So these are all the things included in the box: a sticker, quick start guide, artist glove, USB type A to USB type C cable. This side will go to the tablet. A pen case with a lot of things inside, and this carrying case for the tablet. This is a really nice pen case. The build quality is solid. I like the matte texture throughout. It closes with magnets. And inside this texture, it's rubbery. It's really nice. There are 10 replacement tips included. 6 are hard tips with smoother tips, and these 4 here, the white ones, they have more friction. And 2 pens included, one thin, one thick. This is the USB wireless receiver. This is USB type A. In case you don't have this particular port, Xencelabs has also included this USB type A to USB type C converter. Build quality for both pens, excellent. Now for the thin pen, there are 2 set buttons here and an eraser at the back. The grip section has this matte texture all the way up here, and this is really nice and comfortable to hold. The weight is actually not very different compared to the thicker pen. The pen tip has some movement to it. It's very minimal movement, something that's very easy to get used to. Both pens support tilt sensitivity as well as slightly over 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. And both do not require battery to work, so no charging required. The grip section for the thicker pen is the matte textured rubber. I actually prefer the thinner pen because this material doesn't attract as much dust compared to rubber. There are 3 buttons here on the side which are customizable. At the back there is still the eraser. This pen tip has slight movement to it as well, but very minimal movement. Both pens are comfortable to hold, and you get to choose which you prefer, the thin or the thicker one. I do wish they had included 2 thin pens with a removable rubber grip though, so that if you prefer the thin pen, you get 2 of them. But if you prefer thick pens, you can just put on some rubber grip to have 2 thick pens. If for some reason you need to buy replacement pens, this thin one is selling for US $46.90 and this is $49.90. The pre-installed black tip already provides a good amount of friction when drawing on the surface. The white tip provides even more friction. The carrying case included is surprisingly good. This fabric looks durable enough, has a nice texture to it. The stitching is very well done, and here we have a rounded corner, and this is the logo. This part here is actually quite hard. They probably have some cut inside. The rest of the case is softer. This is a thin case, but it's not that thin because everything inside is padded. 2 big pieces of Velcro. There are 4 pockets. This main one is for the tablet, and inside here there is this soft velvet texture on both sides. And for this smaller pocket, there are 2 smaller pockets here, so 1, 2, 3 pockets in total. and this texture is the one used for all the pockets. Now the dimensions for this is 24 by 32, so you can probably use this for a 13-inch laptop as well. This case is surprisingly well made. This is the pen tablet. The design looks good. It's a very simple and clean design. I like the rounded corners, the matte texture. There are 3 customizable shortcut buttons here right at the top in the center, and these markings here can actually light up when you turn on the tablet. The power button is actually here. So now the markings are lit, and that's the USB-C port, that's the Kensington Nano lock, and when it's trying to connect, it will show you this blinking blue light. The battery is built in, and the battery life is rated to last for 16 hours continuous use. 6 pieces of rubber fit on the back, and notice this edge here. It's actually recessed to make it easier for you to lift up the tablet. So this is a really well designed tablet. And on the back, I'm not sure what material they are using here, but it's very cool to the touch. Could be metal or could be plastic, I'm not sure, but the overall build quality for this, I'm trying to twist it. It's very solid. Definitely has that premium look and feel to it. The curved palm rest is a really nice touch that makes it really comfortable to rest your wrist on while you're drawing. 3 shortcut buttons here is actually not a lot. The buttons do have nice firm feedback. At least the button placement here is good for left and right-handed users. Now if you need extra shortcuts, Xencelabs is actually selling this wireless remote called the Quick Keys remote. And this is a pretty nice remote in the sense that there is a screen. So when you customize the buttons, you can actually customize the names of the shortcuts so that you can see at a glance what buttons you are pressing, what shortcuts you are pressing. There is also this dial here. The price for this wireless remote is US $89. If you buy this remote together with the tablet as a bundle, you get to save $10. Unfortunately, I do not have a review unit for this remote, so I cannot tell you how good this is or whether you can use this with other brands of pen tablets, but my guess is you should probably be able to use this with other pen tablets. There are drivers for macOS 10.12 or newer, or macOS 11, Windows 7 and 10, and hopefully in the future Linux drivers. Let's see what you can do with the driver. This is the macOS driver. The Windows driver should have similar functionality. So let's click on the pen tablet. Here you can create specific shortcut sets or groups for specific apps that you are using. So it has already detected some of my graphic design apps here: Photoshop, Illustrator, Clip Studio. Here you can customize the light that is on the tablet, the 4 corner markings. I'm going to have it at the brightest. So this looks pretty good. This is orange, red. There are only 3 physical buttons to customize. So here you can set specific keyboard shortcuts. You can also add a modifier key like Ctrl-Shift-Alternate. These are pre-programmed tablet shortcuts like precision mode, which allows the cursor to move much slower so they can draw more precisely. Switch display is important if you are using more than one display. This allows you to move the cursor from one screen to the other screen. Navigation or application, you can use the buttons to launch programs, for mouse clicks, eraser. Switch display to me is very important, so it's great that there are at least some buttons on the tablet for you to switch display. Otherwise, you will have to customize one of the buttons on the pen for switch display. So let's take a look at the 3-button pen. So you can customize the 3 buttons on the thicker pen, and this is where you can customize the pen pressure. Let's go into advanced settings, and you can move this pressure curve around manually, which is nice. Okay. With the thin pen, you can customize only 2 instead of 3 buttons. And the preferences, I shall just leave this as default. You can actually set the tablet to go to sleep after some time so they can get longer battery life. Some of you may find that just having 3 physical shortcut buttons here to be quite limiting. Personally, for me, I prefer to use a proper keyboard for all my keyboard shortcuts, so this doesn't really affect my workflow nor my productivity, but of course, more buttons would be welcome. Let's see the line quality we can expect from this tablet. Now, the initial activation force is very minimal in the sense that as long as the pen tip is touching the surface of the tablet, you can get a thin line, even if you don't apply any pressure at all. Here you can see the lines, they are thin and thick because it's very difficult for me to draw with consistent pressure at such low sensitivity. But the pen is very sensitive at low pressures. This is how thick that line really is. The transition from thin to thick is very smooth. And also the curves, they turn very smoothly. This is drawing at medium pressure, and it's quite easy to maintain consistent pressure. The strokes can taper very nicely. That was Photoshop earlier. I have tested Krita Mini Bank Paint Pro, Clip Studio Paint, Affinity Photo. You can expect similar performance with all those drawing apps. This is Krita and I'm testing tilt sensitivity. Tilt sensitivity works really well and tilt can work together with pressure. This is precision mode, where the cursor will move very slowly to help you draw accurately. And this works really well. Let's draw something. The drawing experience is really good. The pen is very sensitive and I really like the tactile feel you get with the pen. And this is just me using the black tip. You will get more texture, more feedback with the white tip. Perhaps too much feedback actually. So the pen is very sensitive. I can draw thin lines very easily. So I can get the strokes to taper very nicely. The performance is very predictable, very consistent, as in the lines, they always come out exactly the way I expect them to. And Clip Studio Paint is such a fantastic app for drawing. This is actually a pretty straightforward product. It performs exactly as you expect it would. I did not experience any glitches while drawing. The drawing performance is really good. As to whether this tablet is worth $279, that I think will really depend on your budget and what you are looking for. So all I can say is the performance here is really good. Alright, to conclude, this is a good looking tablet with solid build quality. The drawing performance is excellent. The drawing performance is consistent and predictable. All the lines, they come out exactly the way I expect them to. I did not experience any glitches with the various drawing software I have tested. Krita, Mini Bank Paint Pro, Clip Studio, Photoshop, Affinity Photo. And this pen is very sensitive and very accurate. It's very satisfying to use this pen. I'm not sure if I prefer the thin or the thick pen. Anyway, both pens, they are really comfortable to draw with. Battery life is rated for 16 hours, which I think is quite reasonable. Now the battery life will be longer or shorter depending on the auto sleep timer that you set with the tablet. The pen doesn't require any battery, so no charging required. The downside, well, I can only think of one, and that's the 3 physical shortcut buttons here. I wish there could be more physical buttons, but 3 is better than none. So my overall experience with this drawing tablet is obviously very positive. It works as expected. I did not experience any glitches. So this is a really straightforward product to review, which is great. The things I cannot review, well, I only have this tablet for a few weeks, so I can't tell you how durable this is in the long run, and I also cannot say much about the customer service. I hope it's good because, I mean, this is a pricey tablet. Alright, if you guys have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below, and I would love to hear from you what you think about this new drawing tablet from this new company as well. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye!